Yes sir, man. We live and we back. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know why I'm here, man. I'm here to bring you another edition of my starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel. But if you rocked with us before, you already know before we get into that, we got the lineup review going over my best lineups from yesterday's slate. So we're going to get into this breakdown for y'all, man. If you're new to the channel, just hit the subscribe button, man. You won't be disappointed. And if you can hear my voice, definitely hit that like button, man. It helps us out, goes a long way. And thank you for your support of a small growing channel, all right? Hey, let's get into it, man. Got my best lineup pulled up. This is the $1.20 max. We put up 295 right here in this lineup. It was my best lineup yesterday. So the story of my night yesterday, man. Too much Pritchard and Little. Pretty much sunk a lot of my lineups, as you can see right here by this one. Let's start at the top. Peyton Pritchard, one of the chalkier plays yesterday, came in at 38% on in this 28 max, man. He let us all down. Felt like he could give another solid performance with no Smart, no Schroeder, and Tatum being out. A lot of shots, a lot of usage to go around with, and him being in the starting lineup, we thought he would be a solid play here. He let us down with 12 DK points, man, as the Celtics lost to the Clippers here. Just didn't do much of anything, man. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 points. Just a lackluster performance from Peyton Pritchard right here really hurt this lineup. Coming in at my shooting guard, I rolled the dice with Kobe White, man, just trying to get different. I knew I was going to have some chalkier plays. The guys I liked yesterday were pretty chalky, so just trying to get different right here with Kobe White. He's been seeing 30 plus minutes with Ball out over there in Chicago. He just hasn't been that productive, but if you've been playing DFS for a while, you know the Monica minutes equals money. So just trying to get different right here at 4,500, and he came through for us at under 5% on, man. Kobe White, 42 fantasy points, almost 10x from us. Very solid performance from Kobe White. Coming in at the small forward, the player of the day, Mr. Hamidou Diallo right here for the Detroit Pistons. I had a lot of Detroit guys yesterday. Know they was so short-handed. A lot of my lineups had two Pistons in it. And it didn't matter which ones. I thought they was all in play. Bay, Diallo, Frank Jackson, Garza, Walton Jr. I just kind of mixed and matched throughout my lineups, just getting pieces of those guys. I knew they had to play a lot. Got Diallo here right at 16% on. He gave a monster performance, almost 10x from him, man. 61 DK points from Diallo, man. One of the better plays, one of the best plays last night's slate. If you had some Diallo, he definitely help you out. Coming in at my power forward, when Jaren Jackson Jr. got him at under 5% on here. Just another spot trying to get different. Everybody was on those Memphis guys. They was on Morant. They was on Bane. They was on Kyle Anderson. Jaren Jackson wasn't getting much love. And the reason why everybody was going to the Grizzlies is trying to take advantage of this Lakers matchup. So just me trying to get different. Didn't want to be super chalky across the board. Jaren Jackson was getting the least amount of ownership, and I felt like he deserved a little more than what he was getting, man. A guy who was going to be starting, because he was going to see 30 plus minutes barring foul trouble. He could easily give you a big performance here. He only gave us 29 DK points. It didn't work out in our favor this go round, but I'll definitely do it again, man. The matchup was just too good. Up pace matchup for him. Like I said, lackluster defense, and he wasn't getting any ownership. So Jaren Jackson right here right at 5%, let us down slightly, but he didn't kill us with his 29 DK points. Coming in at my center, man, Luke Garza got him at 28%. Another chalky play yesterday, but bigs that's going to see 30 plus minutes that are capable bigs are always going to be chalky. So I didn't care about how much on Garza was. I thought he was one of the better plays on yesterday's slate. He gave us 23 DK points and 28% on, man. Very solid. He could have had a better night for us. He just had a horrible night shooting the ball, man. Terrible night shooting from the field. But he gave us 9 boards, 2 assists, a block, a steal. He kind of filled it up in other departments. If that shot was falling a little better, he easily 30 plus, pushing 10x right here in this spot. But definitely can go back to guards the next time out of all those Piston guys out again. Coming in at my point guard spot, went Russell Westbrook here. I had two of those Memphis guys in a lot of my lines. A lot of my bills last night was two Pistons, two Grizzlies players, and then I either went Westbrook or LeBron. So I had Westbrook in some spots, LeBron in some spots. In this particular spot, I had Westbrook. Wish I had got to LeBron over here. He was the better player of the two, but right at 5% on right here for Westbrook. He gave us a 50 burger, very solid, triple doubled for us. Just not a monster game for us that what we was expecting. I thought he could give us a 60 burger here in this spot as him and LeBron has been really stepping up their play over the last couple of outings. So I didn't mind getting to either one over here. But just Westbrook in this lineup at 5%, beautiful ownership. Just needed a little slightly better performance from him yesterday. But we'll definitely take this at 10-5. At my forward spot, Nazir Little, the chalk that destroyed me. Only 12 DK points for Nazir Little. The Portland just got handled by Utah. I thought it could be a little closer with no Donovan Mitchell over here. Thought the Portland Trailblazers could stay in this game a little bit, but it didn't go as I thought. And too much, like I said, too much little for me yesterday. Really sunk a lot of my lineups. Not a very lackluster performance from him in this spot. And then at my utility spot, Ja Morant. If you saw the video yesterday, you know I told you he was my favorite player across both sites, man. I had tons of Ja Morant. It definitely helped me out yesterday at 32% on. He gave us 66 DK points. Very nice performance from Ja Morant. So there you have it, man. My best lineup on DraftKings, 295. Just finished in the money a little bit. Like I said, Pritchard and Little was the story of my night. Sunk a lot of my lineups. But let's get on over to FanDuel and see what I like over there. All right, my best lineup over here on FanDuel, 343. This was the what it was the $3, yeah, 3K the first right here. Just missed the money. The cash line was 348, I believe. Pardon me, guys. The cash line was 348 in this spot, so feel like 5 points shy at the top with Ja Morant. 26% on over here. 62 FanDuel points. Great outing from Ja Morant. I told you I was going to have plenty of them. I was shocked he wasn't more on over here on FanDuel, but I definitely take him at this 26% on. Coming into my other point guard, Damian Lillard here. I thought he'd be a little less on than that. He came in at 23% on, though. I thought he a guy that would go overlooked, especially with everybody wanting to get to Ja yesterday. People getting to LaMelo. I just thought Damian Lillard would come in a little lower ownership. This is not bad right here. I definitely take this every time out as well. 23% on. Only gave us 46 DK points, man. I thought he would really help keep Portland in this game, and he tried. Just didn't get much help from the rest of his squad. But solid outing for Damian Lillard over here on FanDuel. Come in at shooting guard, Karis LeVert. The chalk over here on FanDuel, 75% on in this contest. He was just too cheap for the role he had, especially with no Brogdon over there, him being the primary ball handler. 47 FanDuel points, man. Nice outing from Karis LeVert in this spot. Coming in at shooting guard, man. Went Malik Monk, got him at 11% on. He's been playing very well for the Lakers over the past couple of games. He's mainly scoring dependent, so as his shot goes, so does your night go. But he was very solid for us, right? He was very solid for us over here. He was very solid for us in this spot right here. At what was his price tag over here on FanDuel? 4,700. I'm sorry, 11% on, 22 DK points for us. At the small forward, Chris Duarte, very solid in this spot. I thought he would be very solid in this spot. Pardon me. Got him at 12% on. Gave us 17 17 FanDuel points. Just another guy who's very scoring dependent. Needed a little more offensive output from him here in this matchup. I thought we could get it in this up-paced matchup against the Hornets as well. So didn't quite pan out at 12%, but 17 he didn't destroy us. Coming at small forward, went back to the well with Cam Reddish, going against the Chicago Bulls. We knew it was going to be just him and Trae Young with the primary offensive weapons over there, so I definitely wanted to take advantage of that. Got him at 48% on. He only gave us 23 FanDuel points, so not nearly enough as the Hawks got handled by the Bulls easily. At the power forward spot, my boy LeBron James over here, 70 DK points, man. Nice outing from the King over here. He's just playing lights out, man. I think at this point, man, at this stretch of games right now, you kind of just got to play LeBron, man. He is really shouldering the load, really playing well. So at 13%, nice performance from LeBron right here. They'll take that every time out. At my power forward, I want to go Marvin Bagley at 4K over here on FanDuel. If you saw the video yesterday, well, actually, I didn't talk about Bagley, but Bagley, I like taking a chance on him here. Thought it with him being in the starting lineup the previous game, I felt like he could be in for a similar type role and push 30 minutes. And at 5% on right here, he gave us 27 FanDuel points. That's an okay outing at 4K right here. We'll definitely take that. Expected a little more from him. I was hoping he could finally touch that double-double ceiling. Fell a few rebounds shy of it, but I'll take 27 from Bagley in this spot. And coming in at the center, man, JaVale McGee. I was high on him yesterday, like a lot of people were. Got him at 41% on, just 29 DK points, man. Didn't go that crazy, but he didn't need to as the Suns to handle business right here against the Thunder. So JaVale McGee, I thought we could have a bigger performance from him, as did a lot of people, but it didn't quite go that way. So we got 343, like I said, my best lineup on FanDuel over here. I just did one on FanDuel. I didn't do a lot yesterday, but just missed the money over here. But that's enough of yesterday's slate, man. Let's get to today's game, just today's four-gamer, and see what we liking, all right? It's a four-gamer today, man. Y'all know how it go. It's gonna be tough. You might have to pay a little more for a guy than you would like to, but it's gonna be scrounging trying to find plays, man. Y'all know on four gamers, just play the don't I try to not really worry about ownership on four gamers because there's so few plays a lot of times. If you trying to fade a guy because he's highly owned, you're gonna probably miss out on a guy you need. So just play the plays you like today on four games. That's what we like to do. I don't really worry about ownership. The plays I think that are the best plays, I just play them. So let's get into it, man. At point guard, I want to look at Spencer Dinwiddie. Now we are waiting Bradley Beal news, so this definitely could change, but if Bill is out over here on DK, man, I'm definitely going to get some Dinwiddie. He's going to be the primary offensive weapon, the primary ball handler for this Washington Wizards team. So I like getting the Dinwiddie at 7,100. He's been very solid over the last couple games with Bill out. And if he's out again, I definitely think he's one of the plays we can go right back to and just lock him in if Bill is out, in my opinion. Coming in at shooting guard, I want to look at R.J. Hampton. Now, I'm expecting him to move into the starting lineup as Harvard, whatever the guy's name was. Pardon me, my man, if you hear this. But he's out this game, so I'm expecting R.J. Hampton to ease into the starting lineup, and at 3,900, he can give us a nice performance. So they're playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. It's an up-paced matchup for the Orlando Magic, man. Hampton's a very solid fantasy option, man. He contributes a little bit across all statistical categories. I like getting to him at 3,900. Undoubtedly probably going to be chalky, but like I said, it's a four-gamer, man. I'll eat that chalk on R.J. Hampton. I'm going to like this play. My favorite value play right now is the slate sits. Coming in at small forward, I want to stay in this same game and look at Franz Wagner. With all those guys out for the Magic, man, he is their probably their secondary offensive weapon behind Wendell Carter Jr. So I have no problem getting back to him at this 7K. Not expecting the type of performance he gave last time, as he gave us a monster one, but I think he can still be solid right here at this 7K price tag going against these Milwaukee Bucks. I like getting the Franz Wagner. Coming in at power forward, this is gonna be my favorite play if Jared Allen is out, man. Evan Mobley going against these Washington Wizards, a team who lacks size in the front court, man. If Jared Allen is out, I expect Evan Mobley to just dominate on the glass, dominate down low, give us a monster performance. I'm expecting a big double-double out of him in this matchup. I love Evan Mobley across both sides today. All right? He's going to be my favorite play, like I said, if Jared Allen is still out. He's doubtful right now, so I'm anticipating him being out. Just give me all the Evan Mobley right here. Coming in at shooting guard, I'll stay in that same game and go to the other side, man, and look at Daniel Gafford. Listen, even though I expect Evan Mobley to have a big game on the glass, a nice double-double, doesn't mean there's not value to be had with Daniel Gafford. He should see 30-plus minutes with no Montrezl Harrell over there. I think he saw 35, 36 last game out. I'm expecting to be in that role again. He's a solid fantasy producer. Always a double threat when he steps on the court if he's getting the time, man. I have no problem going to Gafford right here. Both of them can be successful, especially at these price tags, man. I like Mobley and I like Gafford from this game. So there you have it, my starting five on DraftKings. Spencer Dinwiddie, R.J. Hampton, Franz Wagner, Evan Mobley, and Daniel Gafford, all right? Let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm looking at over here, man. If you still here and you haven't hit the like button, what are you waiting on, man? Go on and press that for your boy. Thank you so much in advance, all right? Now, at the top, Spencer Dinwiddie is 6,300. He is just too cheap over here. I think I'm going to play him over here even if Bill plays. So, he's definitely a lock if Bill is out at this 6,300 price tag. This is just too cheap as Bill if Bill is out. But if Bill plays, like I said, there's so few plays on this slate, I think we can still play Dinwiddie on FanDuel. Maybe not so much on DraftKings, the price a little higher over there. But if Bill plays, I still probably play Dinwiddie on FanDuel. He should still be solid option, still should be serviceable at this 6,300. Coming in at the shooting guard, I'm going to look at Jordan Poole, man. He's back off of COVID protocols. No Draymond and those guys over there for the Warriors. So I expect Jordan Poole to go right back to his starting lineup. His starting lineup and his role in this starting lineup with these Golden State Warriors. And I expect him to see 30-plus minutes in this matchup, man. I haven't heard any word on minutes limits or anything like that. We'll definitely pay close attention to that. But at 6,300, I like getting the Jordan Poole over here going against the Denver Nuggets. Coming in at small forward, I'm going to look at my boy Will Barton, man. 5,500. Aaron Gordon may be out again. That doesn't affect Barton too much. Might give him like one or two extra shots, but I think it just continued usage. It should give him a slight bump in usage as Jokic is going to have a number two to try to give him some help if they have any hope of taking down these Warriors. So that a lot of times that's how you can look at it. If you think the Nuggets keep this game close and they're in it, I don't think if they're close and they're in it, I don't think it's solely because of Jokic. If he can play well, if he doesn't get any help, they still can get ran off the court by this very good Golden State Warriors team. I think this game was a little closer than expected, and I think Will Barton helps with that. At this 5,500 price tag, I think he's still a value over here on FanDuel. I like getting the Will Barton at this 5,500 price tag. Coming in at power forward, my boy Evan Mobley, man. I told you 7,300. My absolute favorite player across both sites, barring that Jared Allen is still out now. This will change, so don't come in the comment section tomorrow and be like, you said Evan Mobley. Listen, if Jared Allen does not play, Mobley is my absolute smash play. I'm going to have a lot of them tomorrow, all right? And coming in at the center, man, Daniel Gafford, once again, 5,200. Expecting him to see 30-plus minutes. No Montrezl Harrell. Hey, he should be very solid. Like I said, Mobley and Gafford, even though I expect Mobley to have a monster game, Gafford can still hit value for your double threat here in this spot, all right? There you have it, my starting five on FanDuel. Spencer Dinwiddie, Jordan Poole, Will Barton, Evan Mobley, and Daniel Gafford, all right? Listen, man, that's going to do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto, chances make champions. Y'all green up, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's go.